Hello, every other Thursday at work at 1 o'clock p.m. we have these group therapy sessions, so I think today we're going to go. Hello and welcome to another edition of group therapy. You have 5 minutes. Go for it. Talk about your problem. Come on, timer. Alright, I wanted to tell everybody that I have a crippling fear of water. I mean, if I woke up in a boat in the middle of the lake, I would totally scream and freak out, and I would probably have a heart attack if I fell in a lake or something. I mean, there's times where my mom took me to swimming lessons when I was a kid, and I tell you, I just sat on the sidelines of the pool, just quivering and shaking because I was so scared of the water. I mean, I just did not want to get in that pool, and I really didn't care what anybody thought of me at all whatsoever. I just didn't want to get into the water. I mean, I did take a canoe trip with scouts when I was a kid, and I was scared to death the whole time. I was so afraid I was going to fall in that water. I mean, I was like shaking at times. I just did not like being on that water, but I did do it. I also did whitewater rafting, and I tell you what, I was terrified doing that. Never want to do it again in my life. I mean, you'll never see Brian Ropar in a kayak or whitewater rafting ever again, or even in a canoe. I mean, I'm terrified of water. I'm not sure what it is, I just don't like it. I mean, I even have trouble when I'm in the shower and the drain backs up and it comes up around my feet. I mean, I start getting really worried about it. I just don't like it. I think I've seen videos of the Loch Ness Monster and everything like that too many times in my life. Yeah, I've watched Journey Away too many times. I mean, there's some times where I'm watching that show and I have to turn it off because I just don't like it. Not sure why I even bother watching it. I think I watch it way too much. Yeah. Yeah, you'll never see Brian Ropar in a swimming pool. I mean, I used to go to parties when I was a kid and I would go in the pool, but I was just very uncomfortable in there. Didn't like it at all whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, there was a time where I used to do backflips into the swimming pool until I ended up hitting my head on the side of the pool. I mean, I would do backflips in the 4-foot deep water. It's amazing, I never broke a leg. I mean, I would go in the 4-foot water in a pool, but I wouldn't go in the deep end. And I would always have to be in the pool when someone else was in there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the buddy system or something. I mean, I was never comfortable in the swimming pool by myself. It was always when people were around me. Yeah, and I did do those backflips until I hit my head on the side of the pool one day. And I had to go to the hospital and get stitches. Never did another backflip again in my life. Probably never will again. I mean, it'd be hard pressed for me to do that again. Yeah. So other than the plastic chair problem and the problem with my crush, I have this crippling, I think it's called aquaphobia, fear of water. Yeah, I mean, I'm so bad these days that I have trouble walking across a bridge above a river. I'm afraid I'm going to just fall in there. Don't like it one bit. Never did. And like I said, if I woke up in a boat in the middle of the water, I'd probably scream and freak out right now. But if I fell in the water, it'd be even worse. I'd probably have a heart attack and die right there if I fell in the water. Yeah, I know, I'm not wearing gloves up here. I couldn't get the timer to go with the gloves on. It was too difficult. I kept accidentally pushing other buttons on it. Yeah, this is one of the things that Brian Ropar is in. I mean, heights really didn't bother me, but I tell you what, that water really bothers me. I mean, there's not really much else I can say other than I have a crippling fear of water. I mean, I just won't go near it. I mean, I can't even walk on the dock or anything. I mean, I do go with my dad when he goes on kayaking trips, but I stay far from the water and just sit in my chair on the shoreline. I mean, I remember there was one time I went to Ohio, and I tell you, I walked down to the river, and I couldn't stay there because I was so freaked out. I mean, it was like green and really deep, and it kind of bothered me that it was fast moving. I mean, I went down there by myself, and I was just really scared. I had to run back up. Well, time's up. There's my 5 minutes. So anyway, there's that. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and try not to be too scared of things. Kind of comfortable up here. I like it.